So here's a question for you. Did you know that almost 37% of people believe they've seen a ghost? Could you be next? If you ever visit St. George's Church, you just might find yourself in that statistic. This church isn't just a beautiful old building. It's the epicenter of some of the creepiest stories you'll ever hear. It's not just the whispers, the shadowy figures, or the mysterious cold spots. It's the feeling that maybe there's something else watching you. St. George's Church has stood here since the 12th century. That's nearly 900 years of history. Through wars, through plagues, and through generations of families, this place has been a witness to it all. But as with any place this old, it's not just the good times that leave a mark. Legends of ghostly encounters and mysterious disappearances have clung to St. George's over the centuries. It's said that some spirits may not have ever truly left. The first reported paranormal events at St. George's go back over 200 years. Locals would see strange lights flickering inside the church when no one was inside. They chalked it up to tricks of the eye, or maybe some kids pulling pranks. But then it got stranger. People started to see shadowy figures moving through the graveyard at night. And when they'd get closer, the figures would vanish, as if they were never there at all. Perhaps the most famous ghost story, linked to St. George's, is the tale of the vanished priest. Back in the 1600s, a priest serving the church disappeared one evening, never to be seen again. He had locked up the church after a service. And then, it was as if he had vanished into thin air. His personal belongings were still inside the church, but he was gone. Some believed he was the victim of foul play. Others thought he may have just left. But many believe his spirit still lingers here. Visitors claim to have seen a figure in clerical robes standing near the altar. I remember visiting the church late one evening with some friends. We were just looking around when suddenly I felt this cold breeze, like someone was standing right behind me. I turned around, but no one was there. I'll never forget this one night. We were walking through the graveyard. Out of nowhere, I saw this shadow just glide past one of the gravestones. When I looked again, it was gone, like it never existed. I was praying inside the church, and when I suddenly felt a hand touch my shoulder, I thought someone had come up behind me, but when I turned, there was no one. It felt so real, like someone was really there. Over the years, paranormal investigators have been drawn to St. George's. One group captured a series of eerie EVPs, recordings of voices that weren't there. Get out. Others reported unexplained cold spots, and one investigator even claimed to see a shadow that moved across the room on its own. But perhaps the most chilling story is that of the little girl in the white dress. For decades, people have claimed to see her, wandering among the gravestones. She's always seen playing, as if lost in her own world. But the moment anyone approaches, she disappears, without a trace. One couple even captured a photograph, showing a faint outline of her standing near the gravestones. To this day, no one knows who she is, or why she's still there. Many of these ghost stories can probably be explained by natural causes. Temperature drops, drafts, and the power of suggestion can make people believe they're experiencing something supernatural. But there are some things that just can't be easily explained. When you've got so many witnesses reporting the same thing over and over, you've got to wonder, is there something more going on here? So, what do you think? Is St. George's Church really haunted? Or are these stories just part of its long, mysterious history? Whatever you believe, there's no denying that this place has an atmosphere like no other. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And if you enjoyed this haunted journey, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for more spine-chilling tales from around the world.